Hello everyone and welcome back to Pens with M's. I am super excited today because I get to go over my very long-awaited Archer and Olive spring order. I did have some issues getting this in the mail. It wasn't Archer and Olive's fault. They actually were very kind and resent it. I actually think it might have been stolen. However, I have no proof to that, and it never showed as delivered to my address from my camera, so who knows. Either way, big thank you to Archer and Olive for sending this out. Before we get started, I do want to say that I am now an Archer and Olive affiliate. Yes, I have decided to work with them as an affiliate because I truly love their brand and I love what they stand for. And I love their sort of mission statement of using creativity and journaling for mental health. And I think for me, that was a huge selling factor because that's how I came to journaling. I came to journaling for mental health. I heard somewhere that if you write something down and then you close your book, it goes away. And I thought, BS, but it's true. If I'm spiraling and I write down something in my journal, then I am no longer as likely to keep ruminating on it. It's a great way for me to stop spiraling. Also, I found that writing in my journal helps me a lot with making big decisions. So if I'm having to pick between 3 or 4 things, or I'm having to make a decision and I'm like, I don't know what the right path is, journaling about it really helps. And not in a traditional like making lists and stuff way, even though I do love making lists. It's more in a just the free flowing journaling of my thoughts makes a really big difference for me in gathering my thoughts. So anyway, without further ado, let's crack into this. So this is the spring collection, and I ordered a memo pad and 3 A5 notebooks. So the memo pad is their holiday one, I guess, but I loved it. I thought it was super cute, and I need a memo pad. I use memo pads every day in my, just for work. I jot them down. I actually found this one that I bought in London about 17 years ago, something like that, 15, 16 years ago, and I love it. It's from Macbeth, which is my favorite play, but it's getting beat up and it doesn't have more than another 3 or 4 weeks, so this will be perfect. These will last me about a month at best, depending. I write a lot of notes, and this one is really lovely. I really love the texture on it. It's kind of like a barber jacket. It's like a waxed canvas. And I love this little, like, I don't know, twig and sprig. Obviously, it's meant to be very wintry because, as you can tell from the box, I think it's their winter one. Nonetheless, absolutely stunning. I'm really in love with the paper. I don't know if it's 160 GSM. I highly doubt it, but it does have the same dot grid that their journals have, and I love that. Dot grid for me is interesting because if I'm at work, I'll probably end up writing in one of the squares as a line height, but you never know. Sometimes I do take up 2. And I think at the end of this, I'm going to show you how I journal, just so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about, because it's a little bit different than what other people tend to do in their Archer and Olives from the videos that I am seeing online. So I did order 3 of the A5s, and I will say what I love about this collection is that they could have gone really pastel, flowery, you know, traditional spring themes, and they didn't. They really didn't. They chose to go more of a story fantasy, and I'm sure by now, because I've taken so long to get this video out, you guys have seen these covers. However, in case you haven't, here we go. So this is the first one. This one is very much a Beauty and the Beast, Belle, come on baby, cover for me. I love it. It's so pretty. I'm gonna close this right here. I love the feel of the leather. So this is one of their vegan leathers, and just so that you can see the gorgeousness that is this cover. The foiling, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but it's this gorgeous rose gold foiling, and it's stunning. Wherever there's foiling, let's see if you can get it to see it here. Wherever there's foiling, it's indented. So in here, it sort of dips down, but yes, this is very smooth, very nice to the touch, nice feel in the hand. I love this. I do tend to store my books. Let's see if it'll do it. There we go. I do tend to store my books not in the box, and so I will be seeing this very thing, and I will be very happy. The back has a gorgeous little rose, and truthfully, I think that there are plenty of notebooks out there that if they just had this on it, I would think they were lovely and buy them just as they are. Archer and Olive, of course, plus is the experience. So let's see, the inside has this gorgeous, the same pattern that it has on the spine. See if it'll focus on that. Will it focus? Come on. There we go. The same pattern it has on the spine, it has over here in the book. And I did get this one in a dot grid. I love a dot grid. I'll show you how I use my dot grids. It's a little bit different, I guess. Or maybe I just think it's different. One of the things I love about their books is they're not technically lay flat, but they're pretty close. And there are a bunch of different, they're not hand sewn, but they are sewn. So really solid book. You can really, I wouldn't say abuse it, right? I try not to abuse my books, but mine gets a lot of use. It gets a lot of wear. It travels a lot. I love it. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful book. Ooh. I also abuse the, oh, really quick. Like with all Archer and Olives, this one does have a little pouch in the back. What I'm not seeing is a pen loop, which is fine because my pen loops, I don't really use a pen loop when it's in a book. So I have one that has a pen loop, but yeah, this one is not that. Doesn't have one, and that's fine by me. I don't really like the pen loops, but yeah, really gorgeous. It has a little ampersand, which I adore. Let's see if it'll zoom in on it. It's their logo. It's just so cute. I love it. And then the other one is blank, but gorgeous book. The rose gold. And I wonder if it's supposed to be rose gold or gold. To me, it looks like it's supposed to be rose gold. That rose gold foiling is just, oh, she's so stunning. I love this book. This book is actually going to be what I use for Corico. And I'll do another video on that, but I was 100% influenced by bookish artist Mandy. Her channel's amazing. If you haven't already seen it, please go look at it, subscribe, give her all the love. Her channel is fantastic. And she inspired me to play Corico, and I'm setting up a new Corico experience, and this is going to be the journal that I use for it because I want to be able to draw and I want to be able to do tables, and I think that that'll be really good because it has the A5 grid. Let's put this over here so that we can keep it in frame. The next one that I have is the A5 treasure map. Okay, I saw this one and I was like, you know, this first one, you could kind of argue that maybe it still has a little bit of spring, right? Like it's got flowers and whatever. It's not like pastel pink with tulips, but it still could fall into what you would consider spring. The next two I saw, I definitely would not consider spring vibes. Look at that. Shut the front door. Oh my God, I love it. It has a very similar vegan leather. Ooh, come on, baby. A very similar vegan leather. I do keep these boxes, by the way. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I think they will be very good for like holding supplies and stuff, so I'm keeping them. But yes, here we go. Gorgeous texture on this. The foiling on this is just plain gold. You have, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but here you can see where this part comes down is actually almost like embossed. So it goes in. Very subtle, but beautiful texture where it is. This one has, I've heard some people say that it has a little bit too much going on for them, and I have to very respectfully disagree. I think that this is very much giving Treasure Island. It's giving Peter Pan. It's giving Pirate. It's giving OneNote. Like it's wonderful. I love this. Is anyone else here watching OneNote? Because I love OneNote, and this to me really speaks of that. I love it. It's got a slightly, so that the when compared to this one, the feel is the same. However, this one has more texture, obviously because they're trying to give you like a weathered map, sort of lived in mariner's journal. And so they went for a little more texture in the vegan leather, but it's that same sort of smooth leather. It's not suede. I love it. I think like, I love the waves, I love the compass, I love the ship, I love the bird, I love the mountains. It's like, it's beautiful. I'm gonna just turn and give some close-ups here so you guys can see just how stunning it is. And the attention to detail is amazing. And yes, they could have easily just put that ship on it and that would have been enough. Like, look at the attention to detail in those sails. You can see where they're like almost torn up. That's in my opinion, that's like Disney level attention to detail. Like, look at that. So, so beautiful. I love the side. So you can have to like cover up all the faces and anything it might zoom in on. I really love that spine. I think is really pretty. Again, going with the gold foil. And then the back is just, compared to the front, very simple. It's got that wave and the anchor. I honestly would love like a passport notebook in this, like this particular print. Now, I will say, if you get this smaller than an A5, it might be too much. It might be too much imagery if they're not editing it as it goes down, which I believe they are not, but nonetheless, I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. I love the inside. It's got these waves, and the waves to me almost seem to have like little fingers on them. I know that they're really reflective, but the waves have attitude. They're waves with attitude. You get your little ampersand here, like you did with the other one. And then this one I got in a lined. And that's because, like I said, what I tend to do with these is journal. And I find that with a lined notebook, I can get more writing in my pages without feeling cramped. So the spacing in one of these is a little bit larger than the spacing of the dot grid. And so with the dot grid, I tend to use 2 dot grid lines. With this one, I only use 1, and the book lasts a little bit longer. But I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute here. But yeah, absolutely love this one. This is going to be just like, this one might end up being a travel journal, but otherwise it might just be like a regular journal. Put it over here. And then finally, the pièce de résistance, the thing that made me decide to put in an order. I was not a affiliate when I did this, so I did not get the affiliate discount. I think I might have used someone else's like code, but nonetheless, it was, you know, I was not an affiliate with them when I got this. I just really loved it, and it was this notebook. Oh my god, look at that notebook. Can we just, for a minute, I know, give me a second, let me put this in here. Look at her. Holy cow. I don't want to save notebooks. This one has a pen loop. This one has a pen loop. This one does not have a pen loop. Interesting. Moving on. They've all have the back pocket, by the way. Wow. This is a smooth vegan leather, just like the first one was, maybe even smoother. The detail, look at the clouds. So the clouds, it's not that the clouds are like embossed, it's that this level is lower, this cloud level is higher, then this cloud level is above that, and then so on and so forth. This is a like graduated embossing. And the dragon is raised slightly higher than the rest of the page and has beautiful gold foil. Once again, this is a holographic foil. It is stunning. Yeah, the trees are recessed in, and then this part here is actually recessed as well, so it goes down and then back up again. It is stunning. This almost looks like a little dog. Doesn't it look like a little dog? I don't know. I'm in love with it. It's very much giving Lord of the Rings, it's giving Harry Potter, it's giving Disney, it's giving Fairytale Magic Wonderland, and I am so here for it. The spine is beautiful, and I think all of these next to each other on a bookshelf are going to look absolutely beautiful. Right? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The back is plain, which, I mean, given that they just gave me this for the front, totally fine by me. I don't spend a lot of time looking at the back of my books. That's me. I like the inside, that's cute. Doesn't really match the front. Although, yeah, it does, because that's the same. Okay, I see you. They've got the same artwork that they, like the same pattern that they have in this frame. They put it in here. Okay, I got it. I'm there. Also has a little ampersand. This book belongs to, and I can write my name in there. And then again, this one is lined. This one might end up being like a reading journal. We have to see. I'm trying not to be too precious with it. I will tell you, I constantly end up like destroying these. They come out. I've used 2 Archer and Olive notebooks so far, and both of them have this has come out. So, you know, take that how you will. It's got the little flap, which is good for like putting stickers or any ephemera that you might be keeping with you. I really like it. for that reason. Or if I like take a note and I want to shove it in there, that works really well. Yeah, so this is what I got. These are the 3 beautiful notebooks. Can I get them all in frame? I can. The 3 beautiful notebooks and my little memo pad. Et voila. And I'm very, very happy with my purchase. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I journal. I'm gonna do something I never thought I would. I'm going to actually open up my private journal to you guys. But yeah, this journal, I started it. This is from the Black Friday haul. I don't know if you saw it. I have beaten it up. I take it with me everywhere. And I'm amazed she's doing as well as she has. First entry was December 8th. And we are now into March, so that tracks. I'm almost done with her. So when I first started journaling, I journaled very, very small like this. And it was almost impossible for me to really read what I wrote afterwards. So I've sort of switched it up. And this is where I put all my information that's in my brain. So for example, I was planning my currently inked and I decided to do it in here because this is like where my brain was at the moment. So I wrote out everything I was thinking about having currently inked. And then these are pens I needed to change. These were like from before. Were they going to stay? Were they going to go? And then, you know, I wrote in what I ended up doing. So that's one way that I use it. Another way is like, I'll just document my fun things. So if I have stickers or if I'm trying out different pens, I will actually swatch my inks in Archer and Olive. Very, very rarely will I do it, but if there's an ink I'm really excited about, I'll put it here. I was just really curious as to how the paper was going to hold up, and it did pretty well. So, yeah. So for example, I went ahead and made my stickers and I got super excited about it. And so I put them here. And then finally, the vast majority of my journal looks like this. March 7th, I wrote very little. I just wrote like 3 paragraphs, maybe, yeah, 3 paragraphs, and that was it. And then I went straight into March 8th. And as you can see, I use two A5 spaces now, and two dot grid spaces, and that really, really helps because my writing is pretty large when I am journaling. So yeah, I find for me that the act of writing down what I am thinking really keeps me from spiraling. It really helps my mental health, and it acts very much like a good friend would, or even a therapist, because sometimes when we are sitting and thinking about something, we're just going over it and over it and over it and over it and over it. We can't actually take a minute and stop and process. But by writing it down, something in my brain, and I think other people's brains, just has to go slow enough to process it. It can't just go through it a million miles a minute. And therefore, I think that's why it's so helpful. And I do believe that the minute you put your pen to paper and you write something, it leaves your head and goes into the paper and you're done. So that is what I do predominantly in my Archer and Olive journals. And I know that it looks crazy, but I have these 3 and I'll go through these by the end of the year if I use them exclusively for journaling. It's kind of wild to me how many I go through. I am going through it a lot faster now that I'm writing in 2 dot grid spaces. And there were a couple of weeks here where I just didn't journal at all. So let's see, December, January, February, 3 months. Yeah, we're into March now. So I've got maybe another, like what, I'm here. I've got maybe another month left in this book, if I'm lucky. So yeah, that's how I journal for mental health. And I cannot see myself switching to another journal for journaling anytime soon. I'm really, really pleased with what I got from the spring sale, and I'm really excited to break into it. Like I said, I'm going to use this one for Corico, and then these 2 will just be straight up journals. These designs are still available in some formats, I believe. I'm going to leave a link to them down below, along with my discount code, Pens with M's, just straight up my name, no spaces. So if you are interested in any of them, go grab them with that 10% discount. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe so that you don't miss further videos like this, please go ahead and do so. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.